Yes.
One game already in the books. How about another on a gorgeous night as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the Pirates in Game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside David Cohn. So happy to be with you for Game 2 of this doubleheader here on Yes. David, we got to see Gerrit Cole in the opener, had really good stuff, gave the Yankees 7 strong innings, and now in the nightcap, we get to see another ace, Max Fried, back after more than 2 months away.
Yeah, 2 months off, 1 rehab start, and let's strap it on and go. I mean, this is old school style. He's ready. Let's not waste any bullets. We need him here. We need him now. Yankees are thrilled to have this guy back, and the thought of having Max Fried and Gerrit Cole in the same rotation down the stretch run, pretty much high hopes for the Yankees at this point.
This season, 4-3, 3.21 ERA in the 10 starts that he made prior to the bone bruise in his elbow. Now, we've talked a lot this series about the Pirates offense, how good they are, how complete they are. A couple of the hitters who have already been productive in this series, Nick Gonzalez and Merlin Valdez, the rookie.
Yeah, when you talk about Pittsburgh over the last few years, you think about power arms, Paul Skeens. You don't think about power bats. Well, that has changed almost overnight, as we wanted to see Merlin Valdez, because we heard about that power. He showed it the other way over 430 feet. And, of course, Nick Gonzalez as well. The other way off of Gerrit Cole. That ball went a long way. And when you think about the Pirates, they're for real. They got Thump in the lineup with these two guys, and they have Thump on the mound as well.
The Corona perfect pairings. You got the Thump with Valdez. You got the average with Gonzalez, 3rd in the National League. And Gonzalez coming off a huge Game 1. Well, nobody was expecting Max Fried back on the mound this soon. Our Meredith Marakovitz chats with Aaron Boone about why now for Max Fried.
After a tough extra innings loss in Game 1 of the doubleheader, the Yankees will try to get back on track in the nightcap. Series finale between the Yankees and the Pirates is set to get underway in just a little bit. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. The Yankees will hand the ball to Max Fried for the first time since May 13th. Originally, Fried was going to get at least 1 more rehab start, but with the doubleheader, the Yankees decided to go a different direction. So they'll have Fried on the mound for this one. I asked Aaron Boone what told him Fried was ready to go.
It's just about building him up at this point, and we feel like in Game 2, where you're kind of doing a bullpen situation potentially anyway, and then that sets us up from a starting standpoint in Philadelphia and beyond. So, Max was way on board with it. I think it makes a ton of sense, and we can continue to build him this way. So, kind of worked out nice.
In Fried's rehab start, he threw 52 pitches, so expect him to be around 50 to 60 this evening. The Yankees will have to lean heavily on the bullpen in Game 2 as well. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Ryan Rucco will be joined by David Cohn. First pitch next on Yes.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. By Sage, proud accounting software provider of the New York Yankees. By Tunnel to Towers, donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. And by Nissan, hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. A couple of the greatest right fielders ever right there with Roberto Clemente and Roger Maris. Look at that man, Max Fried, back on the mound at Yankee Stadium. His first big league start since May 13th. Here's the lineup he will face. Nick Gonzalez leading off, then it's Jared Triolo, Brian Reynolds, the Magician, followed by Ryan O'Hearn, Marcell Ozuna, Brandon Lau, former Yankee four-man Rafael Flores Jr., and Billy Cook rounds out the Pirates starting lineup.
And that lineup will face this left-hander. Hey, look! Max Fried is back. He was off to a really good start in those first 10. This will be number 11. It's been a minute. But let's tell you a little bit more in our Nissan pitcher scouting report. Yes, high hopes. That's Panic at the Disco. Joe Panic at the Disco, your buddy.
My guy, yeah.
Yankees have high hopes for Max Fried the rest of the way. And ain't no rest for the wicked. Cage the Elephant.
Ooh.
You know, one rehab start, he's back. That's unbelievable. And Rush, big audio dynamite. Yes, is this a rush or not? We'll find out.
Take a look at the Yankees defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Bellinger, Grisham, Dominguez in the outfield, McMahon and Volpe on the left side, Chisholm and Goldschmidt on the right, and Sanchez behind the plate. Rice will be the DH in this one as Gonzalez steps in. He was the offensive thorn in the side of the Yankees in game one, and Fried deals a strike. 96 miles per hour with his first pitch since May 13th. Aaron Boone saying, as we heard Meredith talk about as well, that the Yankees, after talking amongst their pitching group and clearing it with the athletic training staff, performance team, went to Fried and said, what do you think? How about instead of you making that second rehab start, you just start here tomorrow night? And Fried was on board. Here he is.
I know how he feels. I've been there. And it's like, I'm ready. I don't want to waste any bullets down here. There's a need right here. Let's do it.
Right, and whether you get 3 innings or 4 innings or whatever it might be, because of the way the pitching lined up in the aftermath of the rain out, the Yankees were going to likely have to have a bullpen game on the weekend then if they threw Will Warren tonight. So this saves them that, and instead it's Fried throwing.
You know, the fact that he's a veteran pitcher, knows his body well, you can trust him, right? It's not like a kid you're trying to protect.
Yeah.
Maybe a 1-year player, 2-year player. Guy's been around the block. He knows what he's doing.
Gonzalez battling. Another 1-2 coming from Fried. Hit hard, fair, inside third. Karam's off the wall. Bellinger quick to it. Gonzalez going for 2, and he is out. Oh, what a throw from Bellinger. And a tag right on the foot from Chisholm, 1 away.
I don't know how this is not a double, but now I do, because it was right on the money. Couldn't be more perfect of a throw. As those balls that go down the line are supposed to be doubles, but he got the kick back to him. Perfect. That's my guy.
It's a pick-me-up there, huh?
Huge pick-me-up for Max Fried there, considering a first start back. We've documented everything. Oh, no, leadoff double. Oh, no, it's not.
Bellinger just plays such an incredible left field. But laid down, Fried, about as good a fielding pitcher as you'll find, 2 away.
Well, you got to get it by this guy, and the lefty's falling that way. So, yeah, maybe you want to try to push that bunt the other way. Not with a Gold Glover on the mound.
4 Gold Gloves for Max Fried. And 2 away. Here's Reynolds. Oh for 5 in game 1. Fried first in the majors and wins since 2019. The umpire scouting report brought to you by our local Kia dealers. Ramon De Jesus, pitcher friendly. More strikes up and down, more inside strikes. The 0-2 from Fried. Tried the backdoor curve, just missed. The 1-2. 2-2.
Good velo early.
Yeah.
Up to 97 right there from Max Fried.
Another 2-strike delivery from Fried. He got him. 98 that time. Upstairs. Fried faces the minimum in the first. Max Fried throws a scoreless top of the first. Take a look at the Yankee lineup. Beginning with Trent Grisham, then it's Ben Rice at a 3-run homer. Extended his hitting streak to 13 games in game 1. Paul Goldschmidt followed by Bellinger, Chisholm, Dominguez. Volpe in there at short in game 2. Then it's Ryan McMahon and Ali Sanchez.
And that lineup's going to face this young, talented right-hander, Bubba Chandler. And you can see him on the season. The one thing that jumps off the page is the walks. He's got great stuff. And let's tell you a little bit more in our Nissan pitcher scouting report. Rocket Man, yeah, he averages 98.5 miles an hour on his fastball. Freaks come out at night. Little Houdini reference. Early rhythm and blues, early rappers. Great band out of Brooklyn. And he's a freakish athlete. The Pirates drafted him, talked him out of going to Clemson to play quarterback for Clemson.
Wow.
Two-way star in high school, really good athlete. Remember the name. Fort Minor, little reference there, in case you don't know. Go down that rabbit hole.
As Grisham takes ball 1. I remember years ago when you had me going back and listening to the Freaks Come Out at Night.
Houdini.
Yeah, you wanted me to check out the full Houdini catalog.
Yeah, Brooklyn born, legendary. Early hip hop, rap.
You really touch all genres.
I got to cover them all.
(2-0). High drive down the line and right into the corner and foul. As Valdez gave it a leap. And Valdez lost his glove.
Another look.
Oh, yeah. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Saying, hey, lost my mitt. Can I get it back? There goes the glove. No, there you go. Kind fan saying, yeah, you can have it back. Now, if it was his bat, they might have hung on to it and said, sorry, we've seen enough of that.
Yeah, bats and balls, different than gloves.
And Grisham able to work the leadoff walk. Take a look at the defense brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. The Car Shield defensive player profile on Brandon Lau, tied for third best among Major League second basemen with +9 outs above average this season. Seen him make some great plays in this series already. Here's Rice. 3-run homer in the 7th to tie game 1 for the Yankees succumbed in extras.
It's a nice round number, huh? 30.
Yeah.
30 home runs. Something to be proud of. But the thing that makes it even more impressive, July 22nd.
Right.
He's got 30.
And immediately a trip to the mound.
You know, we talked about Bubba Chandler and the big-time arm he has, the freakish style of athlete that he is. He's had trouble throwing strikes this year.
Yeah. He has the highest walk rate of any pitcher in the bigs for pitchers who've thrown 90 innings. You know, you talk about Rice with the 30 home runs. Here was the home run from game one that tied it. Down 3-0, not anymore. He's the first Yankee not named Aaron Judge to have 30 homers through the team's first 101 games since A-Rod in 07. Now Judge has done it 4 times, nobody else. There's that walk rate for Chandler. 3-0 on Rice. It's a strike.
Usually with young pitchers who feature both four-seamers and two-seam style fastballs, you got to find one early in the game you can command and then work the other one off of that.
The 3-1. Smoke foul. A career-long 13-game inning streak for Ben Rice. Grounded to first, could be 2. On to second for 1. The return in time. 3-6-3 double play and a nice bounce back from Chandler.
Just what the doctor ordered, and good job by O'Hearn to get back there himself. Take it yourself. If you can, if you're the first baseman, do it.
Here is Paul Goldschmidt. Came off the bench game 1. Rounded out in a pinch hitting appearance. And takes a strike. Goldschmidt hammers that into center, but right at Cook, and that will end the first. We go to the second, no score at the stadium.
Welcome back. Max Fried on the mound for his second inning of work. Today marks the first time that both Max Fried and Garrett Cole are on the active roster together as Yankees. Cole spoke after the game and joked a little bit. It's like they've been playing keep away from each other, but is excited about the fact that they are both healthy now. They are both back in the rotation. Cole went back to when the Yankees signed Fried and said he was so excited. He's a great compliment to any rotation. In fact, he called him, quote, a magnificent pitcher. He said they've waited far too long for this moment, but can't wait for them to finish the season out together. You better believe he is in that Yankees dugout diligently watching Max Fried as he goes to work tonight, guys.
Really good stuff, Meredith. And yeah, this is what Yankee fans have been waiting for. Seeing these two guys in the rotation together. Pretty cool to get to see them not only in the rotation together, but just pitching on the same day here at the stadium with the day-night doubleheader. And Cole had excellent stuff in game 1. Struck out 11, a season high in 7 innings, allowed 3 runs, gave him a couple of homers, but came out of the gate, retired the first 14 batters that he faced. Taking a look at the league leaders brought to you by our local Tri-State Buick dealers. Pitching war since 2019. Only Zach Wheeler ahead of Fried and Cole. Pretty great, too, when you consider some of the time missed by Fried and Cole.
A nice comeback by Zach Wheeler this year, too, after the thoracic outlet syndrome that kind of threatened his career. Looks like he never left.
Tap to first. Goldschmidt not going to attempt to throw to second. Will just step on the bag. One down. I mean, David, how about that, though, when you're in a rotation, because you were in a lot of them, with other outstanding starters? What does it do for you? And is there a real playing off of each other and momentum you get from one another?
Absolutely. There's a competitive fire. A one-upsmanship, so to speak. And then for the younger pitchers to be around guys like Fried.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And
ball is overturned.
yeah,
Big one. That's the challenge of mine.
wasn't even close. Successful challenge there.
It was great for me as a young pitcher around guys like Ron Darling and Bobby Oida back in the 80s. So yes, you just learn almost through osmosis by watching how they work, how they prepare in between starts, how they go about their job. How to be accountable, really, that's a big thing. The responsibility of being a starting pitcher when it's your day to pitch. You know, you take that accountability, you take it seriously. Your teammates are counting on you.
The 1-2. Strike three. 99 with that heater. Second strikeout for Fried.
Feeling all right. Ozuna knows it.
Wow. Chops it to first. Goldschmidt tosses. Inning over. Two scoreless. Pretty efficient as well for Max Fried. To the bottom of the second we go. Time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of Yari, who enjoyed her time at the stadium earlier this season. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. Might spotlight you in a future game. Wow, that is a little baby. I got that at maybe 2 months, David. That's going to be my guess.
You're an expert now.
I am. That's right.
How are you at changing diapers?
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. And let me tell you, if there's a situation to be changed and I'm in the building, Mama's going to make sure it's Daddy's turn.
Got a trick for you. Put the new diaper under the old diaper first.
Absolutely.
And then
That's the move.
that is the move.
Didn't stop yesterday's blowout, though.
Ooh.
The 1-2 to Bellinger in the dirt. Bellinger fouls that back.
100 miles an hour, four-seamer. Right there. You could see the athleticism on the mound and his delivery. You know, we talked a lot about his walks and control issues.
Driven in the air to left center and deep. Cook over in front of the track to make the catch. One down. Well, I mean, David, you talk about his athleticism. Also being ambidextrous in the way that he is. I mean, the fact that he can pitch like this as a righty and then throw a football over 50 yards left-handed, just absurd.
Freaks come out at night.
Jazz takes strike one. I'm not sure Jazz was totally sold on that, but he's going to resist the temptation to challenge. 1-1. Rolled to the right side and through. In the right field, a base hit for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yankees' first hit of the night. Let's take a look at Chandler's Arsenal StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Four-seamer, the slider, the changeup, the sinker. We've seen some more sinkers early so far, but yes, he's got some weapons. What he needs is more reps and more experience.
That's his second big league season.
You know, that's the thing. When you sign out of high school, like the Pirates did with Chandler, he's still just 23 years old. 22 years old last year when he reached the big league, so he had some seasoning in the minor leagues.
The 1-0. Third round pick back in 2021. And he was a two-way player for a while. Into the air to center. Cook drifts. Two down. You know, Andy Pettit's son, Luke, two-way player for the Yankees, just drafted in the 8th round. He had undergone Tommy John because he didn't pitch. He was used as a DH and ended up hitting .337 with 16 homers and OPS of 1100 for Luke.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be a better pitcher than his father, but he's already a better hitter.
Hey, never forget Andy's big hit in the '09 World Series.
Yes, he did. That's true.
Off Cole Hamels. There goes Jazz, and Volpe with the check swing foul ball. Jazz doesn't know. Now, oh man, I got to go back. All right. Oh, wait, Jazz has the cobalt blue Jordan 3 cleats tonight. Popping with the
Arm sleeve as well. A 1-2. 2-2. Time called. And Chandler followed through with the delivery anyway because he was too committed at that point.
Now do you change the pitch? Because he threw a slider and everybody saw it. Volpe saw it.
So if you're on the mound, does that then factor into what you choose here?
Yeah, it makes you think about it a bit.
Yeah. Volpe fouls it off.
Stayed with it. Same pitch. And when it's 93 miles an hour on the black, it's okay. You can tell him it's coming.
There goes Jazz, pitch inside, throw down, not in time. A stolen base for Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, we've been waiting for the Yankees to get their running game going. And another look, easily in there.
Number 26 for Jazz. Make it 27. Runner in scoring position now for Volpe, who pokes that foul. Volpe did not play in game 1 of the series or game 1 of this doubleheader. Three-two. High fly ball into center. Cook makes the catch to end the inning. We go to the third, no score in the Bronx. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyOffers.com. By Amazon, spend less on your kids for back to school. And buy the New York Lottery. Play today and start imagining your win. Happy birthday to Meredith Morakovitz. Yes, this kid gets it. How cool is that? Happy birthday, Meredith.
How cute. Thank you, guys. That's adorable.
I mean, signs in the stands is pretty big league, Mer.
I mean, I'll take it. I will take it. I met another friend right behind me here by the camera well. It's his birthday as well. I learned that today.
Oh, nice.
Bringing people together, right?
That's right. And what you did for us was bring us all together to enjoy some amazing cake there between games, which that was the fuel we needed, David, to get to first pitch of this one as Bellinger makes the catch, one down.
Yeah, pizza and cake.
Yeah. It was like we were at a kid's birthday party again. Amazing.
Exactly.
Of course, we all were so desperate for the cake, we couldn't wait for a lighter for the candles, so Meredith was kind enough to let us devour half the cake before we actually sang happy birthday.
That made it even better, I think.
Yeah.
I think it added a little character to it all.
I think you're
Makes
right.
it memorable, guys.
I think you're right, Mer. Freeds looks sharp. Also, we know, Aaron Boone didn't say the exact amount, but you know, he threw just over 50 pitches in his last rehab start, so you know he's not going to push it too far tonight. So having couple of efficient innings out of the gates. Significant.
And the stuff has been very crisp. I mean, you know he has some adrenaline flowing, but you don't turn it loose the way he's turned it loose so far in these first 25 to 30 pitches without feeling very good about the health of your arm.
We saw that 99-mile-an-hour fastball was the hardest he's thrown this year. Pretty good sign. 3-1. Sanchez takes the tip. I'll give him a minute.
See that cut spin and direct hit.
Three-two. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Fried. Another good fastball.
96 miles an hour. Just above the belt.
Yeah, I mean, his average fastball velocity tonight significantly higher than what it's been on the season. Amped to be back, feeling good.
No doubt about it. Plus, you know, you feel like there's such a need for your team that you're anxious to get there. They need me. I got to come early. There's no better feeling in the world than to feel needed.
Rolled slowly to short. Volpe hitting over. 3 scoreless for Max Fried in his return. We go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 game. Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Ryan Rucco, David Cohn, the birthday girl Meredith Morakovitz, our entire Yes Network crew. Appreciate you hanging out with us for this day-night doubleheader. Harry Potter night here at the stadium. Game 2 of this doubleheader.
I got a feeling you like Harry Potter, right?
You are feeling correctly, my friend.
I know you're Star Wars guy.
Uh-huh. I like my sci-fi epics. You know, they assigned me these games. Did the Hamilton game last year. If there's a theme, I'm your play-by-play man.
Makes sense, because the rest of us are old dogs, and we don't know anything.
Ryan McMahon looks good in his Gryffindor garb up there. I wonder if they asked the guys what house they wanted to be a part of.
I want that flying car. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah, it's great. You like when Harry and Ron make their way to Hogwarts in it? Oh, yeah, Aaron Boone. Looking like Dumbledore.
Slytherin.
Do you think he'd be a Slytherin?
Yes.
Okay. McMahon chases. 1 away. Play FanDuel's Daily Digger for free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits home run. Here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Holly Sanchez and Trent Grisham. Here is Sanchez. No homers this season. I'm going to show you what they do for the scoreboard when the Pirates are up, David. Very cool. Little Harry Potter graphic they have. Grounded softly to second. 2 away. Here's Grisham. Smile on his face. Walked his first time up. There's a strike. Bubba's real name, Roy Rubin, but his sisters gave him the nickname Bubba when he was a baby, and it stuck. 1-2.
You hear a lot about guys that, I could throw in the upper 90s. The big difference between touching the upper 90s and averaging in the upper 90s. He sits regularly around 98 to 99 miles an hour.
One, two. Grisham stays alive. That was 100 miles an hour. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. No score through 3 at the stadium. On a beautiful night for baseball in the Bronx. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Yankees, the official source for your Yankees gear. Top of the 4th, Max Fried, 13 pitches in the first, 10 in the second, 10 in the third. And on a night when he only has but so many pitches to give, been very efficient out of the gates. His first start in over 2 months. Grounded left side. McMahon all. What a smooth play at third. McMahon across the diamond for the first out.
Well, obviously the range and the grab right out of the web, but the throw was the difference maker here. On the money. That's my guy.
And with Fried on the mound, you know he's happy to have the third baseman like that over there.
And we mentioned this last night too. When you have a sharp pitcher on the mound throwing strikes, you get those kind of defensive plays made behind you.
Yeah.
Your fielders are ready.
You know, David, you think about how different this game could have started, too, if not for the fantastic throw from Bellinger into second on a rocket off the bat of Gonzalez. It caroms out and left. Looks like it's going to be a leadoff double instead. Bellinger makes a perfect throw. Jazz the tag right on the foot. And instead of man on second, nobody out, and Fried's working out of trouble right away. It's 1 out, nobody on.
It's a huge lift.
During challenge of the ball.
Felt like that caught the outside corner. And it did.
Always have a turn.
T-Mobile.
You'll have to change it, man.
Number 4.
I love it. You use it when there's a punch out at stake, and he got it.
The Optimum Fiber, famously fast replay. How about Max Fried tonight?
As sharp can be. Only one rehab start, and is doing this tonight.
And his average four-seamer, 1.5 miles higher per start. David, I told you they're doing fun things for the Pirates on the scoreboard. When it comes to Harry Potter night, everybody's a Dementor. I don't know how familiar you are with them, but
yes, of course.
Yeah. Kind of suck the soul out of you.
I used to see them on 2nd Avenue about 3 in the morning all the time.
Run the other way. Here comes the 1-2 from Fried. He got him. Valdez chasing a change. Fried locked in. 5 strikeouts in his return through 4 scoreless. Let's check out one of today's player props, brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Ben Rice to hit 1 or more homers, plus 320. Hit a 3-run shot in the first game of this doubleheader, which tied it at 3 in the 7th before Pirates took it in extras. How about Max Fried through these first 4 innings? Wow.
Completely dominant.
Only hit he gave up to the first batter of the game, who was then eliminated trying to stretch it into a double. Rice knew it. Chandler 98 and crackling 1 away.
Not only 98, 98 on the black, inside corner. If you're not ready to pull the trigger on that velocity and that location, that's what happens. Brian, I think that's one of the best weapons for a young pitcher, any pitcher, to have that in your repertoire. When you get to 2 strikes, to be able to paint the inside corner with a fastball, especially with that kind of velo. Reason being that hitters are looking for guarding maybe off speed in protect mode. When you have this kind of stuff, that's a game changer if you can locate your fastball. And once again, not a lot of location there. That's just right on by, down the middle.
Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 4th, as Bellinger takes a 100-mile-an-hour sinker for strike 1. Now, we've seen Bill Murphy, the pitching coach for the Pirates, come out at some unconventional times during this doubleheader. Did it in the first inning, second batter, when Chandler was behind 2-0. On Ben Rice after walking Grisham, he bounced back. Got Rice hit into a double play, and his cruise since.
Much better rhythm from Chandler out there. You can sense it after the first inning. Real good tempo now.
Bellinger lines it over the leap of O'Hearn into right field. Bellinger's thinking about 2. He's going for it, and he's there with a 2-out double.
I love the decisiveness. I love the aggressiveness. You got to know right now, out of the box, I'm going to do this. You get a quick read here, you know you got to go because he got it. And with 2 outs, a good chance. Now you're in scoring position.
Here's Jazz, who has the other Yankee hit so far tonight. Also stole his 27th base of the season.
Just good life up in the zone. Not only is it 100, it's got some hop on it. Good riding action.
1-1. 101 miles an hour. Two-one. Swing and a miss. Good slider at 94. 2-2.
Wicked pitch.
Bellinger leads off second. The 2-2. Jazz stays alive, fouling off a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Dominguez on deck. Chandler, fourth highest average four-seam velocity in baseball. Came into this game 98.5 miles per hour. His average tonight, 99.5. The 2-2. Jazz grounds it hard right to second. And that will end the thread. We go to the fifth. No score. A pitcher's duel here with Chandler and Fried. Be here to see Liverpool FC take on Wrexham AFC in a soccer-friendly next Wednesday at Yankee Stadium. Get your tickets now through Ticketmaster.com. That should be awesome. Oh, another little baby catching the action. That one I'm saying somewhere in the 9 to 14 month range.
Good eye.
Yeah. Now I've actually I didn't realize this, but we've known the ages of these babies. I've just been told. I nailed the first. I said 2 months was 8 weeks, and that baby's 1 year. Yeah.
How do they know the ages?
Friends of, I think they're friends of crew members.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Although, it would be a fun game for us to find some babies in the audience, get their ages, and then have us guess up here throughout the game. I think we've discovered a hidden talent.
Might be a show in there. Throw it on the Gotham app.
Tipped into the glove, held on to. Another strikeout for Fried, his sixth. One down.
Well, Max Fried has always been able to spin the baseball.
The sixth Yankee strikeout brought to you by your local Tri-State Audi dealers. See Shivi.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, warming up in the Yankee pen.
I was going to say Milli Vanilli out there warming up.
When you have 3 syllables that all rhyme, I mean, recipe for disaster.
Well, Shavihi's been good.
And so has Shavihi. And how about Fried? 50 pitches only up to this point. I don't know if the Yankees thought they were going to get this deep into the game with the limited pitches Fried had available. But he's been that sharp. 2-2 on Ozuna.
Brian, the Yankees certainly not complaining about that. One note when it comes to Max Fried, to get him on the active roster, they optioned Kervin Castro, so he is not an option out of the bullpen here in Game 2.
Good to know, Meredith. He was excellent striking out. 2 batters with the bases loaded, 1 out in the 10th in Game 1. Off the end of the bat, 2 operative second, 2 down. (13, 10, 10, 10, 9 for Fried.
That's a rarity right there to see that inning-to-inning pitch count.
And this is against a very good offensive team. Second in the league in runs scored per game to the Nationals. The 1-0. 1-1. Great sweeper, 1-2. Could be the final batter of the night here for Max Fried. 55 pitches, 2 out, nobody on. 6 strikeouts. He's allowed just 1 hit. The 1-2 coming here in the top of the 5th. Just wasn't close enough to the plate to get Loud a bite. 2-2. The 2-2. He got him. Welcome back, Max Fried. 7 strikeouts in 5 scoreless economical innings. Now time for mobile performance. How about Max Fried tonight, David?
It couldn't have been more efficient. He got 7 swings and misses tonight on 7 strikeouts. So that is a master craftsman. When you look at all the shapes of these pitches, he gets soft contact early, and then if he gets 2 strikes, then he goes for the strikeout. He doesn't waste the swing and misses, so to speak. I mean, that to me, that's a real craftsman out there that knows what he's doing.
All right, I'll get you into soft contact early.
Keep my pitch count down if I can.
Yeah.
Keep the ball on the ground. And then if I get to 2 strikes, now I'm going to punch you out.
High pop-up into shallow right center. And Valdez in to make the catch. And in between innings, handshakes for Max Fried. And you could read Aaron Boone's lips, phenomenal.
What a huge lift for the Yankees to see him come back and do that early. Only 1 rehab start, as we mentioned over and over, but it bears repeating.
And what excites you about this Yankee team and projecting ahead to what you hope can still be this season and what can be in October, it's the starting pitching, right? It's the fact that you have a rotation when healthy with 3 aces in it and then another outstanding starter and a couple other really good ones as well. I mean, today you saw Cole and Fried both look excellent. Think about throwing Cam Schlittler in with them. Get Rodon back.
Rodon is your number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Volpe went around, 2 down. Right, and that's kind of the fulcrum of hope, if you will, for the projection of what can still be in this season. When you see stuff like what you saw from Fried on the mound today.
Absolutely. Especially with Aaron Judge obviously on the shelf.
Hit hard underneath the glove of O'Hearn. But nicely played by Lau. Picking up his first baseman. A 1-2-3 fifth from Chandler. All right, thank you very much, Bob. They've tied their franchise record with those 15 straight. Meanwhile, Sal Perez, 317th career homer today, tying the Royals franchise record. Long held by George Brett. And the Miami Marlins, after they had been red hot for a 30-game stretch, have regressed to the mean with an 8-game losing streak.
But 2 teams heading in opposite directions. Red Sox, wow.
Yeah, 15 in a row. So Angel Chivihi comes on for Max Fried. You take a look at the AL East standings. Yankees 2.5 in back of the Rays. Red Sox have crept to within 6 of Tampa Bay. Here is Rafael Flores Jr., former Yankee farmhand, 4 seasons in the system. Traded at the deadline for David Bednar last year. Blackburn going in the Yankee pen.
Yankees loved Flores coming up through the system. Absolutely loved him, and they had to give him up to get somebody like Bednar. But the makeup, the power that he has, they really projected him as potential everyday catcher at one point.
That's driven to left center and deep. Racing over is Grisham to flag it down on the track. Smooth catch from the big sleep, 1 away.
If you're going to play center field at Yankee Stadium, you got to go to Death Valley hard. You got to run it down right in front of the 399 sign. Yankee Stadium's noted for its short porch, and that gets all the attention, but that 399 right there is no joke. That's a long way in left center. It's not the Death Valley of yesteryear, but it's still deep out there.
How great was that replay? Slow-mo right in front of the 399. That's a foul ball. They cook it up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. We were talking about it. The Yankees cooking up something special with that rotation. Cole gave up a couple of homers, but otherwise was incredible. 11 strikeouts and 7 innings of 3-run ball. And a big smile, I'm sure, after what he saw from Max Fried. 5 innings of 1-hit shutout ball, 7 strikeouts for Fried, who didn't have many pitchers to work with and somehow navigated through 5.
A little under 2.5 months of having those 2 guys together the rest of the way. Back to back.
Some Yankee fans have dreamed of since the Yanks signed Fried. Didn't get Cole all of last year. Had Fried to start this year before Cole was ready. Then Fried goes down just as Cole comes back. Now they're both back. Swing and a miss. Chevy has looked very good in his limited appearances.
Upper 90s fastball and a really good changeup off of that fastball. He mixes in a slider as well, but his best secondary pitch is that changeup so far from what we've seen.
The 1-2.
Shavihi had Obviously, some rocky road, out there in Colorado. Tough place to pitch. Hard to evaluate pitchers there.
Strike 3.
But when you have this kind of arm and you get out of Colorado and you get under the Yankees' tutelage and meet Matt Blake, here's that changeup we were talking about, and a sword. Out of the hand, you see the spin. Good arm action.
2 out, nobody on. No score, top 6. Pirates took the opener of this day-night doubleheader, 5-3 and 10. McMahon, so smooth. The throw. Goldschmidt keeps his foot on the bag. Inning over. A 1-2-3 6th. McMahon ranging, twirling, throwing. Goldschmidt getting involved as well. Fans, the next game on Yes Saturday is the Yankees in Philly to take on the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. Coverage starts 5:30 with first pitch, scheduled for shortly after 6 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Yes, we'll have post-game coverage on the Gotham Sports app following the final out of the Apple TV Yankees game on Friday night. Well, Bubba Chandler been really good. 5 scoreless. This game with no score in the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Rucco, David Cohn, Meredith Morakovitz with you. Hope you're having a wonderful summer night. Beautiful evening here on Harry Potter night at the stadium, where it appears Ali Sanchez is a member of Slytherin House. Looking up at the scoreboard. And that magic wand didn't work. 1 away. Grisham has walked, struck out. Yankees with 2 hits. Single from Jazz, a double from Bellinger. One and one. Two and one. Grisham ahead 3-1.
You just sit on a fastball middle in here, turn it up a notch because you know it's coming in hot. You see something 98 and straight, cut it off.
And he countered that with a slider.
It wasn't straight. It had a wrinkle in it. This is advanced 3-1. You know Grisham's looking for one thing, and he doesn't get it. Well done.
Three-two. For a change. Isert warming in the Pirates' pen. Three-two. Popped up in the infield behind second. Triolo makes the catch. 2 down. Hey fans, when you get Gotham, you can stream live games, exclusive Yankees content. Download the Gotham Sports app to get highlights, features, podcasts, original series, so much more. And if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Gotham Sports app for free. So download and sign in today. Here's Ben Rice. Off the end of the bat into left. Easy for Reynolds. And Bubba Chandler's through 6 scoreless at Yankee Stadium. We head to the 7th. All-State Good Hands replay. How about Ryan McMahon at the hot corner tonight, David?
Yeah, it's great glove work and also great arm work. Go get it, wheel and deal. Little help from his friend Goldschmidt at first, stays on the bag. He can do it down there at third.
So smooth. Over at third base. Plenty of opportunities with Max Fried's on the mound too, that lefty with the cutter. No score, top of the 7th. Shivihi staying out there after an impressive 6th. The Yankees used a lot of their high leverage guys in game 1 after Rice tied it with a 3-run homer in the 7th. In the hole, Volpe, the backhand hesitation, and just got him for the first out.
Heck of a recovery. And that's going to be overturned.
Yeah.
Not really even close.
I'm not sure what Volpe
Pittsburgh is challenging the out call at first base.
was doing on the initial pump. Didn't have a grip or something? Let's see. Yeah,
Absolutely.
didn't have the grip. Yeah. Man, if this is scored a hit, which it likely will be, it would be the Pirates' first hit since the first batter of the game. When Nick Gonzalez.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
Yeah, obviously overturned. Nick Gonzalez laced one off the sidewall down the third base line, and Cody Bellinger came up throwing, threw him out at second. So the first hit since the first batter. We'll have Aaron Boone going to the pen. Shivihi is done, and Blackburn is coming in a scoreless game in the 7th. Night portion of a day-night doubleheader. The Range Rover Sport Dynamic Performer, and what a play by Bellinger. First batter of the game, this throw to eliminate Gonzalez.
Couldn't have been any more perfect. Nice little one hopper right there over the bag.
And that was the last hit by the Pirates up until this overturned call on the infield single now from Triolo. And really a play that Volpe should have made. He bobbled it and then turned it into that hit. Blackburn has been really good. You and I were talking about it the other day, David, just Yarborough, Blackburn, the role they've played on this team.
Throw Tim Hill in the mix, right?
Yeah.
You got 3 relievers down there that are all below average velocity, major league velocity wise, and all have been sensational. The diversity of the Yankees bullpen, I think, has really paid dividends for them. With Blackburn and his style of pitching, weak contact, Tim Hill, his style of ground ball pitching. Yarbrough mixing it up, funky action, below hitting speed, great changeup. It's really paid off for the Yankees. And when you first looked at the makeup of this bullpen when the season started, you're thinking, oh, we need some more power guys. We need harder throwers. And yeah, I get it. It'd be nice to have a couple of those guys too, but these pitchers have paid dividends so far.
Tip to stay alive.
So, I mean, if you think about it, a lot of different looks, style-wise. It's hard to quantify that. Diversity is hard to quantify how much impact that has on opposing hitters.
But it does feel like it has an impact. I always thought that too, David, within a starting rotation as well, right? When you're not throwing 4 straight hard-throwing righties. Or
the first experience I had that was with the Mets in the late 80s, and we had Dwight Gooden throwing gas, then Ron Darling with sinker splitter, and then Sid Fernandez from the left side, and then Bobby Oida throwing changeups. And then I came in as the fifth starter originally, and we all had different styles. And talking to opposing hitters, that bothered me. Different style every night.
The 1-2. 2-2.
Kind of feels like pitchability is coming back in style just a bit, as opposed to as hard as you can, as long as you can, throw it as hard as you can. Try to get everybody to swing and miss. I have nothing against strikeouts. Love him. Love swing and misses, but it's more than one way to skin a cat. Soft contact works as well.
Runner goes, swung on and missed, throw down, goes into center field, and it's consequential as Triolo will end up at third with 1 out.
Little short hop, skips right by.
A stolen base and an E2 given to Sanchez. Infield in here with 1 out. And Triolo at third. Let's see. At the attempt to pick it from Volpe. And just under the glove. So a ground ball, not even really in the hole, but just to Volpe's right, that he backhanded nicely, but then couldn't get the handle of, and threw late. Infield single upon review, and then that ball skips into center. And the Pirates with their best chance to score tonight. Haven't been many chances for either team. Pittsburgh has 2 singles, 1 walk. Yankees have 1 walk, a single, and a double. That's it. A 2-1. 3-1. And that is going to be challenged by Sanchez. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Move.
Always confirm. Your has one challenge man.
So a walk. Oh man, wasn't it? That was over 2 inches.
It's really hard to be an umpire, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're an umpire.
Tim Hill is ready out there. The Yankees can't go to Tim Hill right now because this is the third hitter for Blackburn. So he has to face O'Hearn.
Want to make sure everybody's on the same page. What are the infielders doing? Playing for the double play, probably up the middle.
And Blackburn is a double play guy, a ground ball guy. 56.8% ground ball rate, 10th in the American League. Could use one here. First and third, one out. Pitch driven in the air down the left field line, and that is foul. Oh, and 1. Best chance of the game for either team thus far. The 0-1 just misses. 1-1. One and two. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there for Blackburn. 2 away.
Well, off the changeup comes the hook. And you could see that out of his hand. Good spin, good tilt. Look, it's up there and just dies. Speed and the break got him, and it was a strike.
And now we'll face Ozuna. With first and third, 2 out. And O'Hearn, ooh, oh no. Strike 1. Ramon De Jesus a little jittery on that strike call, but pulled the trigger. Saw the history between Blackburn and Ozuna. 1 for 7 with a 1 homer. The 0-1 just misses. Induced a flinch. 1-1. Ozuna had a huge walk in the 10th inning of Game 1 against Cruz. The 1-1. That's in there. Ozuna doesn't think so. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And that is a strike.
He challenged the wrong pitch. The first pitch was the one he should have challenged.
Blackburn a strike away from getting out of it. The 1-2. Runner was going from first.
Good
Fouled
movement,
off.
good velo, up to 97 with movement from Blackburn.
I thought he was the soft tosser.
It's usually in the mid. We've seen him in
Yeah.
94 to 95-ish. He's up a notch tonight. You know, obviously big spot, adrenaline flowing. 0-0 game comes down to this.
The 1-2. He got him. Paul Blackburn fired up. And he should be. A terrific job out of the pen. 3 strikeouts, including 2 to Strand Triolo at third. And this game remains scoreless as we hang right here for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? Remove your caps And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Marine Corps Lieutenant John F. Connor from the Bronx, who served in Operation Urgent Fury. The Yankees say thank you, John, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
All right, thanks a lot, fellas. Let's check out tonight's game recap. Good pitching. Not a lot of inning. 0-2-0 for the Pirates, 0-2-1 for the Yanks. Bubba Chandler, 6 terrific innings. Max Fried, just incredible in his return. Now the Yankees need some offense. Now the Yankees use Bednar, Hedrick, Cruz in game 1. We've seen Aaron Boone occasionally in the past use a pitcher in both games of a doubleheader, but don't know if we'll see any of those guys tonight. Help America's Heroes donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to t2t.org. Goldschmidt lines it into center, right at Cook. One down. Here is Cody Bellinger. And here comes Isert. Don Kelly will come out, make the call to the bullpen. Excellent start from the second-year man, Bubba Chandler. Lefty Isert coming in to face Bellinger here in the 7th. Time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. A lot of years with Pittsburgh. 3 with the Yankees. Difficulty level is an 8. A lot of stolen bases, a lot of triples, and a .252 average. A center fielder. Serious speed. Isert traded to the Pirates on July 11th. He will face Bellinger. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom 7 and ball 1. Now Will Warren actually up in the Yankee pen. He was originally going to start yesterday before the rain out. So perhaps just a throw day for Will and you hold him off and use him in this doubleheader.
I'm not sure they would do a throw day in a 0-0 game. You know, in the bottom of the 7th, because this could go extra innings. So that doesn't look like a throw day to me. It could be.
Saying using him in the game on what would have been a throw day.
Oh, got you. Understood.
Yes.
Understood. Yes.
have him throw an inning on the mound in the game rather than out in the pen today.
Gotcha. Understood. Yes, and that's the thought process.
And Bellinger works the walk on Iser. And it is interesting, David, because you look at the bullpen budget. I don't think because of how much they've worked recently and/or the pitch total in Game 1, you think Arambu probably wants to stay away from Cruz, Bednar, and Hedrick. Cruz and Bednar both threw more than 20 pitches in the first game as Jazz bunts it foul. And Hedrick's just worked a lot lately. This bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Right? I'm guessing he wants to stay away from those guys in Game 2.
But it just kind of shows you, too, that you're going to Warren before Duvall.
Yeah, totally. Flores taking a moment. I mean, I don't think at this point you can go to Duvall in a tight game like this.
See, foul ball got him underneath the mask.
Jazz has been the hero of late at the plate. An opportunity here. Weak hack and a miss, 0-2. Wow, Flores, Cook. Due up in the 8th for Pittsburgh. Bellinger leads off first with 1 down. Chisholm skies that to left. Reynolds 2 away. Dominguez lines it fair down the left field line, and the race is on. Bellinger rounding third. He's headed home. Here's the throw. Not in time. Yankees lead on the ribby double from Jason Dominguez. It's 1-0.
Good job by Dominguez staying on that changeup. And down the line it goes, and around the bases Bellinger goes. And got hung up there in the corner a bit to give him an edge. You know, Belly knows that I gotta go. He sees it, and he's going. A little bit of a ricochet. Hold up in the corner, made it an easy go.
Here's Volpe looking to add more. Volpe lines that to left field, a base hit. Dominguez being waved home. Here's the throw, not in time. It's an RBI single from Volpe. And with 2 outs, the Yankees get 2 big hits, and it's 2-0.
Well, first of all, Volpe a big hit. Dominguez is going. Look, he's not even at third yet. The left fielder's got the ball and a little bit of a high throw up the line, and Dominguez just outruns it. Kid can run. Turns it on right there and covers some ground. Ball in the corner, just got hung up enough. That made the difference.
2 good sends from Luis Rojas over at third. 2 big hits from the Yankees, who had 2 all game before those back-to-back knocks from Dominguez and Volpe. And Chandler, who had been rolling, pulled for Iser at the lefty against Bellinger. And the Yankees have gotten to Iser.
A little closer there, but Volpe has drawn 2 throws. You can see he's itching. That was close.
David, one of the things I love about Bellinger's base running, you saw it in its double earlier and you pointed it out, even there before the ricochet, the conviction early running to know I'm going for it, understands the situation, in high gear the entire time. McMahon down on strikes, but the damage done. Yankees finally break through. 2 huge 2-out hits. Dominguez and Volpe make it 2-0 Yanks. Join the Yankees on Saturday, August 8th as they celebrate their 78th Old Timers Day, presented by Fresh Direct. Arrive early and see your favorite Yankees legends. Put on the pinstripes and take the field again. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today at Yankees.com. Always such a special day. David will be there. Probably serving up long balls.
I'll try.
Here's Blackburn back in there. So Blackburn got back-to-back huge strikeouts with first and third, 1 out in the 7th. Held Pittsburgh off the board, and then the Yankees get 2 massive 2-out hits. The double from Dominguez, the single from Volpe. Take a 2-0 lead. 0-2.
Go back to 2012 when Blackburn was a first-round pick by the Chicago Cubs.
Off the end of the bat, rolled to second, 1 down. Here is Rafael Flores Jr. Was the Baseball America Yankees Minor League Player of the Year in 2024. Key piece in the David Bednar trade last year, and he takes strike 1. Pretty incredible crowd tonight for a makeup game from last night's rain out. 41,064. Awesome turnout. And Harry Potter bobbleheads abound.
Well, that's a biggie.
Yeah.
Blackburn dealing, painting, backdoor sinkers.
One and two. Jacob Gonzalez on deck, ready to hit for Billy Cook. By the way, one great Billy Cook nugget that we didn't get in yet in this series. He actually got married over the All-Star break. Timed his wedding to get married in the few days the Pirates had off there. The 1-2. Tapped weakly to short. Volpe charges, gloves. Nice play from the Yankees shortstop. 2 down. Tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton has progressed in his running program. Aaron Boone giving that news today. Still no official timeline on when he may return. Been on the IL since late April. Let's bring in Meredith for a little more.
Well, Ryan, I actually saw him in the Yankees clubhouse with a bat in his hand going down to the cage today. So he has continued to swing, but Aaron Boone saying not quite sure when Giancarlo Stanton is going to be an actual option. Also noteworthy, Clark Schmidt was busy in between the 2 games. He was actually out here on the field throwing a sim game, his second sim game since undergoing Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, I'd love to see where he could factor in for the Yankees. Good stuff, Mayor. See the infield defense for the Yanks. Blackburn at 32 pitches. 1-1. Gonzalez lines that to center. Grisham racing in, makes the catch. How about Blackburn doing it again? 2-0 into the bottom of the 8th.
Blackburn.
Exit velocity presented by Spectrum. The 2 Yankee hits in the 7th. Dominguez the double, hanging with the change as David talked about, and then Volpe smoking the single to drive in the Yankees 2 runs. The Yankees trying to win a series here against Pittsburgh. Pirates came in hot. And the new pitcher is Yohan Ramirez, who has a 17 2/3 inning scoreless streak for Pittsburgh. He will face 9-1-2 in the Yankee order. David, it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees handle the 9th. Blackburn at 34 pitches. His high on the season is 43. Hasn't done it in a while, but little conversation here.
You good?
Yeah.
You good? Let's go.
That's it.
That was a quick conversation. That was a manager that wants you to stay in the game. You good? Okay, let's go.
So it looks like it's going to be Blackburn's inning. Nobody up in the pen. Off the end of the bat, that will dunk in for a base hit. For Ali Sanchez, takes a big turn, hangs on.
Wow. Pitches off the plate, a slider. Reaches out, gets just enough of it.
Here's Grisham. Man, oof, look out. Oof. Where Flores took a shot earlier. And that one really had him coiling back. Oh. Here I'm saying, I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah, that one was awkward. It kind of got him on the side of the mask.
Yeah.
Like a punch in the jaw.
And then the way his eyes kind of closed and he dipped over. Triolo in center, Jacob Gonzalez at short. And Dern. By the way, Ramirez can be wild. Has hit 10 batters, fourth most in the National League, and his 6 wild pitches tied for fourth most. Grisham ahead 2-1. Bottom of the 8th. Night portion of the state night doubleheader. Long day at the stadium. Two and two. Yankees will be off tomorrow. Then have a 3-game series in Philly before a week in Chicago.
The whole week in Chicago.
The whole week. Three and two.
Not a bad place to be in the summertime.
No.
One of my favorite stops. I think around the league, a lot of players' favorite stops at the summertime.
Popped up. Foul ground off first near the seats. Catch made by Lau. One away. The Mercedes-Benz road ahead. 3 night games, 3 networks in Philly. Apple, then you're on Yes, and NBC Sunday. For the Yankees, face the White Sox for 4 and the Cubs for 3. Here's Rice. His hitting streak on the line. Has hit in 13 straight. The 1-0. 2-0. Two and one. Three and one on Rice. Rice grounds it hard to second, could be 2. And is. To the 9th we go. Yankees looking to lock down a series win. 2-0 the lead. All right, time for Name That Yankee. We'll get the answer right now. Omar Moreno?
Yes.
Wow.
Omar Moreno was great with the Pirates. He could really run. He could play some center field.
And that's what I love about Name That Yankee. When else is Omar Moreno getting love on the telecast, you know?
Yeah, I don't think of him as a Yankee, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not a long time there, but certainly the Pirates. 85 Royals, too. I was in spring training with him.
Well, here's Will Warren. So after that conversation where it looked like Blackburn was going to stay in, Aaron Boone goes to Will Warren. Maybe rethinking it, wanting Warren to have a clean inning as he's coming in. And Warren facing Nick Gonzalez. Saw Warren's first relief appearance since October of last season.
Managers are allowed to change their mind.
Yep. 0-2. Last save in college. It's Southeastern Louisiana University on February 21st of 2020. And because of the off day tomorrow, if the Yankees want to shuffle around the weekend rotation to give Warren more rest, they can. As it stands right now, he was slated to throw on Friday in Philly, and perhaps still will, but should the Yankees want to move things, you could have Schlittler and Weathers bump up and still throw on normal rest, and then Warren throw Sunday. First things first, Aaron Boone hoping Warren can guide them to the finish line here in the ninth. Staying away from Bednar, Cruz, and Hedrick, who were used in game one. Base hit left field, and that's how the Pirates start the ninth. Just the third hit of the game for Pittsburgh, all of them singles.
Tried to run a two-seamer in on him and didn't get it in there. Good bat work.
Tim Hill warming. Tyler Callahan pinch hitting here for Triolo. Big swing. 0-1. And 2. How tough of a spot is this for Warren, David?
I think he should just run on adrenaline. I mean, the tough spot would show up if he's wild, a little bit inconsistent. He's a strike thrower. Been consistently ahead. I mean, he gave up the hit for the first hitter, but he was ahead in the count. He's ahead here.
The 0-2. He got him. Big strikeout for Warren, one away.
It's the beauty of Will Warren. You know, you can trust him. You know he's going to command the strike zone. And then an 0-2 pitch, that's perfectly located up to a lefty. Letter high. And right on by.
Here is Reynolds, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And was 0 for 5 in game one. That's a strike. ABS powered by T-Mobile. We'll see. Reynolds challenging it.
It's a ninth inning. You might as well burn it.
And
All is confirmed. No more challenges from anything.
that's almost a full ball in the zone. Pirates out of challenges. Tap weakly to Warren. Looks at second, goes to first. Yankees 1 out away from a win. Hey, fans, after the final out, get highlights and analysis, clubhouse interviews, hear from the manager, plus a look ahead to the series with the Phillies all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame.
Smart move by Warren there, just to get the out. Got a 2-run lead. Don't take a chance trying to make a heroic throw to second there.
And now facing Valdez. A big-time power threat with 2 out, 1 on. Strike 1. Max Fried returned after 2.5 months through 5 one-hit shutout innings. Shaviyi was great in back of him, then Blackburn, now Warren. 0-2. A couple of big clutch 2-out ribby hits from Dominguez and Volpe in the 7th. That's the 2 runs.
There's no more challenges, and he probably would have won that one.
Crowd on its feet. The Yankees a strike away. Warren sets and deals. Valdez able to hold up and not bite. At the sweeper, 1-2. Warren looking to lock down his first save since college. The 1-2. That one just misses. 2-2. O'Hearn, the lefty on deck, with Tim Hill, the lefty, ready in the Yankee pen. Another 2-strike delivery coming, and Warren will step off. Long day at the ballpark. Yankees lost the opener this day-night doubleheader in extras, trying to win the nightcap and the series. The 2-2 is high, and the count is full. Here comes the 3-2 from Warren. Ball 4, and after jumping ahead 0-2, he throws 4 straight balls, and now it's decision time for Aaron Boone. Is he going to stick with Warren, or will he go to Hill?
It's got to be Hill. You wouldn't have him up otherwise. If you're going to get him up, this is the spot.
And so Aaron Boone will call on Tim Hill. Warren was 1 strike away from locking down the save, but now it'll be Hill's turn to do so, with the Yankees 1 out away from a win. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. By Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet, and by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Deals so right they almost feel wrong. Only at your local Hyundai dealer. Some of the men who've worn both these uniforms throughout baseball history at a big spot here in the 9th. 2-0 Yankee lead. 2 on, 2 out. Tim Hill in to face the lefty O'Hearn. Pitch inside, ball 1. The righty Osuna is on deck.
And that's why Tim Hill's in this game, right there, that graphic.
Big difference left and right for O'Hearn. Pirates are out of challenges. It's 1-1. The pitch. Chopped weakly to second. Chisholm takes a moment, fires in time for the final out. The Yankees win it 2-0 at the stadium. And now the Pirates may challenge this and will. And that is going to be
Pittsburgh is challenging the outfield on first base.
David, that is very close. I think he may be safe. Let's see. Oof. Is it enough to overturn it? That's the question. The call on the field is out. I don't know that there's enough to overturn that.
But it's a question of whether the ball's in the grasp of the glove as the foot hits the bag.
Got stuck in Jazz's glove as he went to transfer to throw. And ooh.
That's as close can be.
Yes. And that's where you wonder if they revert to the call on the field. If there's not clear evidence to overturn it. And if they had called him safe, I don't think there'd be enough evidence to now say he's out. It looked like,
kind of felt like Jazz got caught flat-footed a bit.
laid back on it a little.
Yeah, I mean, trying to time the hop. Another look here. You can see Jazz has got to go over and cover it. Kind of hung back, and then a little bobble there. Did you see he had a little bobble? That might have been the difference. We'll find out on the call. But yeah, he kind of hung back, a little bobble, got rid of it late. That made it close.
After review, call on the field stands. The runner is out.
And that is the ball game. Yankees win it 2-0 and take 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. And the key word there, David, the call stands. So what was called on the field, not enough to overturn.
Exactly. Great point. Great night game for the Yankees. Max Fried, lights out. What a comeback for him. Jason Dominguez, a big hit. Bellinger running the bases. Johnny on the spot once again. Yankees split the doubleheader.
And Tim Hill's first save since 2021 as the Yankees win it 2-0 in the nightcap. We'll be back in a moment. Time for the game-changing drives of the game, brought to you by Audi and the all-new Audi Q3.
Back to the 7th inning, Jason Dominguez. Gonna get a nice juicy ribeye steak. Anthony Volpe gonna follow him up with a knock to left. Jason Dominguez gonna pick him up and run the bases and get there. Two drives of the game.
And how about the Chevy player of the game, David?
Well, we know who that is. That's Max. Mad Max on the mound. He's back. Not only is he back, he was lights out. Could not have been better. Look at Aaron Boone's look on his face. He knows it.
3-0 for the Pirates, 2-5-1 for the Yankees. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Blackburn the win. Tim Hill, his first save since 2021. Max Fried, fantastic. And how about that shutout against one of the best offenses in baseball without 3 of your high leverage relievers? Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame with Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, and our executive producer is Jared Ames Boschnack. Join us again on Saturday when the Yankees take on the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. on Yes, with first pitch coming shortly after 6 o'clock. Once again, the final score, the Yankees 2 and the Pirates 0. For David Cohen and Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Ryan Rucco, and have time to go to Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry, who are standing by with the post game. Fellas,